We'll take a breath and then we'll get set to go again in another quarterfinal. Layla Arison and Rupert Cox.
Well, good evening, everybody. New Zealand, Great Britain, Women's Cup quarterfinal number 2. If this is anything like we've just seen between Japan and Fiji, well, we're in for a treat. But it's the top-ranked side here, the Black Ferns. The team at the top of the standings overall, 3 straight cup final wins in a row up against Great Britain, who snuck into the cup quarterfinals with a win over Brazil in their 3rd game. They dropped their opening 2 games to Fiji and Australia. New Zealand unbeaten, and they have never lost to Great Britain. They won all 9 previous games on the series against the Great Britain Sevens, and there they are. What a moment for them in a cup quarterfinal against the Olympic champions. Emma Uran leading the way. And may the force be with Great Britain here, because they are underdogs. They are up against the best team on the planet right now. Layla Arison's joined me alongside on commentary, and what do Great Britain have to do here? I mean, apart from lightsabers, how can they challenge the Black Ferns?
Oh, they got to just do something important. They got to find something. But downstairs, hanging out with Corey Sweeney, he's going to be nervous. He's always nervous.
Speaking of the man, we can go sideline now, speak to Corey Sweeney himself. Corey, any chance of complacency here? How did you motivate your team for this one?
Oh, definitely no complacency. We know what this match means. It's sudden death. We're in it to win it, and the girls are ready for the game. Yeah, we know how important it is.
You've gone 3 straight gold medals on the circuit. The only reason I use the word complacency is because any team on the circuit's just struggling to challenge you guys right at the moment. What are you doing so well to keep yourselves on top?
Yeah, look, I think we've got a squad of 20, and I know that some of the ladies have spoken about it this weekend, but there's no doubt about it. We've got a full squad of 20 players that are all competing really, really hard at home, and we know that if we can go to battle at home before we get to a tournament, that we're in a really good place. And you know, this squad is setting this group that represents them up every tournament really, really well, and I guess that's probably the secret for us at the moment.
Corey, I think another secret you guys have is a bunch of leaders in the squad. How much are those leaders kind of pulling everyone together, the young'uns that are coming in, and everyone? I mean, you have Elena Sahili not playing now, but that's also come back. So you got quite a lot of depth, but also got a lot of leaders.
Yeah, and I really do think the point of difference with this group at the moment is that we've got experience, but we've got youth. And when you put those two together and they gel, then we're a dangerous side. And I think the last 3 tournaments we've shown that, and we've just got to keep building that and make sure that we balance the experience, because it's critical, it's vital, and then you know, the energy and the youth of the likes of the Georges and the Reece Pody Lane. So you know, we're in a good place at the moment.
Thanks, Corey, really appreciate it. We'll let you get back.
Thanks, guys.
So no score yet, a couple of turnovers, one from either side, more possession. There's Isla Norman Bell in the 9 shirt, raised in New Zealand,
Tackle.
born in the UK, back playing Great Britain. Here she is with a long pass to her right to Rona Lloyd, and now Grace Crompton. Some decent pace out on the flanks if they can spread it wide, this Great Britain side. They've won just 2 of 9 cup quarterfinals on the series since they joined. New Zealand have won 50 of 55 all time. Shows you the difference in their 7 series history. Ellie Boatman trying to hack it forward, but Georgia Miller snaffled possession back for New Zealand. And here's where they're dangerous. They have not failed to score a try when they've entered the opposition 22 so far this weekend. Here's Stacey Waka. King's there, Captain Puri Lane. Miller. Shirei Kaka getting the start here. She's got Michaela Blyde with her, who scored 3 straight braces of tries against GB on the circuit. Puri Lane just gently dishes it back to King. Nice interplay between the captain and the playmaker, and Puri Lane puts the foot on the gas and has the first try in the cup quarterfinal.
Oh, they know how to do it, and do it so well. Captain Reece Puri Lane getting the 5 there, but they do it so well. Take a look as soon as Tyler King gets the ball. She's so patient on it, holds it, hits the players in the space between two defenders. So you've committed two defenders, and that opens up the switch play on the inside for Risi Pari-Lane to be able to get that ball and stride over. But they do it so well, and they enjoyed it, every single one of the Black Ferns fans.
No extra 2 points after the try to the New Zealand captain. How brilliant has she been since that injury to Sarah Hudeni? Took the responsibility on, and if anything, she's made this team better. Here's Tyler King. That familiar fake to one side, and then she goes the other. Goes quite long, so Waka had a chase and puts her in on the floor. Great Britain playing all the rugby in their own half at the moment, being pressed by New Zealand. Good carry from her in again. They're going to kick now. In behind New Zealand, Michaela Blyde's herring back for New Zealand. She's got a lot of time here, and she's so dangerous in transition. Changes direction, gives it back to King. Here's Georgia Miller. 3 straight gold medals on the circuit, remember. It was all Aussie Sevens women at the start of the series. New Zealand have become storming back, lead all teams on points difference at the top. Level on standings points with Australia. And there's a knock on there from Lisa Thompson. And even though she didn't look like she was deliberately knocking it on, but she's got to go sit down for 2 minutes. That's zero tolerance in sevens.
Yeah, zero tolerance in sevens. It's kind of one of those things that, bit of a heartbreak, because Lisa Thompson was looking to go in, trying to commit to that tackle. But the hands are there, does get a ball to hand. And now they got 6 play 7, and it's extra tough for GB.
Extra tough, absolutely. Teresa sets a final to Georgia Miller, to Michaela Blyde. Blyde on Boatman. Good tackle from Boatman. Because Michaela Blyde's been running tries in for fun on the series of late, but Setafano's hit at her pace. And there's New Zealand's second straight away. They hit him on the power play.
Oh, Teresa Setafano. Go on. Look how good. Good work by Michaela Blyde. Came in, and there was huge acres of space for Teresa Setafano to hit. The spacing for the GB defense just not there, not connected enough. You're always looking for about 3 to 4 meters between your defenders, and that was 3 to 7 meters. There's just too much space. You can't allow Setafano that much space, especially that much quick ruck ball. And look at that, that's a masterclass on how to kick conversions.
Very good start, imposing start from the favourites here. Still 40 seconds on the Thompson yellow card. No try for Blyde yet. I get the feeling that might be becoming the form she's in at the moment. 50 seconds to go in this first half of this Cup quarter-final. Winner plays Fiji tomorrow. King kicks the near side for Blyde, won't go the 10. So they'll get the option, Great Britain.
Got to make a count now. Rube said, got to have a scrum tap.
Scrum.
On the halfway, they're off to go for the scrum option. So middle scrum, 2 options to attack from both sides to potentially play from. Have to penetrate.
Bind in white.
It's just on 9 p.m. in New Zealand. Kia ora, great to have your company if you're watching on.
Time is
It's
off.
just on 10 a.m. in the UK, so pretty decent
Nice
time
and slow.
zone for both supporters
Wait
of
for the
these
second
two
ball,
teams
okay?
in this quarter-final. It's great to be
Once we're
bringing
ready,
this
I'll
to
put
you
time
from the
on.
National Stadium in Singapore.
Time on, crouch.
Stacey Waka prepare to
Bind.
set this scrum. You more often see her on the wing, but they're
Set.
so adaptable, these players now. She plays up front a bit as well. Of course, she's a World Cup winner in 15-a-side rugby and Olympic gold medal to boot. And here come Great Britain for the first time in this match into New Zealand territory. There's the gong for half-time. They dearly love to pick up some points before the break here. The captain her ends on a lateral run. Boatman has it. Blyde goes in to drive her to the floor. There's a run again. Yeah, they've got a penalty here, so Lauren Torley can go quickly. Ball's loose. Corinne has it again, flings it out.
Manage offside.
Once more to Shona Campbell. The
Again.
Scotswoman, they've got
Tackle
another
offside.
penalty. You see what a difference it makes.
Marks here.
Bit of momentum, bit of possession, you get a few
Offside.
decisions, you get go forward. Still an option here for GB to get some points before the half.
And they look a bit energetic as well. The gong's gone for half time. They look like they want to play, hungry to play.
Use it,
We
White.
spoke about how they have to get points now. And they're looking like a team that wants to score.
There's Isla Norman Bell, top carries here of all players in Singapore this weekend. Flicks it away to Torley once more, and now she finds her teammate Ellie Boatman. She's plunged to the floor, but Isla Norman Bell has seen some space in behind. It was on, but the kick just dribbles over the sideline, and that will take us to the break. New Zealand 2 tries to the good in the first half, but Great Britain not going away. 12-0.
3 white, 3 black.
Saw a brilliant quarter-final before this one. Fiji just held on to beat Japan, and here's Rajeli Ndabiua.
Rajeli, you've waited for 2 years to be back in a semi-final. How much will this mean to your team and all of Fiji watching on?
Happy, proud of the girls, what we did today. We have to come up through the quarterfinals. We did it. Now we head to the semi-finals. I'm proud of the girls. We work hard for it, but Japan give us a good run.
Were you particularly proud of the defensive effort? Because that tackle at the end was wonderful to watch.
And that's the main thing for us, defending. And I'm so proud of Ili. She did what she did for us, the team. She tackled one of the Japan players. It means a lot to us. And I'm proud of the girls.
You certainly should be. One last question. You had such a tough match against Australia in your final pool match. How did you regather your confidence to put that performance out there?
We went down in Australia's game. We came back in a good start. I'm proud of the girls. The coaches have been told us consistency. We managed to do it today. Go to the quarters. With the defenders, going to go back and see what we need to do by tomorrow. And then we work on from there. Yeah.
Many congratulations. Go and recover. Big one tomorrow.
Thank you so much, and all the people back at home. Nakapalemu for your support and your prayers. And tomorrow is my happy Mother's Day back at home. And I wish all the mothers a happy Mother's Day. Thank you for your support.
Coming up next, Women's Cup quarterfinal number 3. It is the Aussie Sevens women, second-ranked team here, up against Ireland, who of course won their first ever gold medal in Australia against the Aussie Sevens in Perth. "12-0, the Black Ferns lead Great Britain, 7 minutes to go. The other context here, of course, is that Great Britain
10 is good.
are looking to pick up as many points as they can and remain in 8th spot, which is the last position of safety heading to the grand final in Madrid at the end of the season. Fiji did them a favour by beating Japan in the previous match. Lisa Thompson's found her way through. Scotswoman has support. It's Isla Norman Bell. Norman Bell being tracked down by Tyler King. What a tackle. Then she works the jackal. She's gone forward at the breakdown. Well, unpick that, Layla. Some brilliant stuff with and without the ball there.
Oh, look at that. Quick feet, step straight through the gap. Not often that they can just get through the New Zealand defence. Was running hard and had Isla Norman Bell on the outside. Tyler King doing really well to track back. Got a hit on the right side of the tackle. Could have potentially gotten injured there. And then the clean coming through from Emma Uritt.
Sub, please.
So good. Gets the knock on as well. So they made their way up 60 meters up the park. A way to get momentum back in your sides to be the first to score after half-time.
Yeah, Tyler King tracking down Isla Norman Bell there. They know each other well. Isla Norman Bell used to play touch rugby for New Zealand. She was Auckland's University Sports Person of the Year, and she played a bit of stuff with Tyler when she was coming through.
Behind the ball.
Now on opposite nations. Still on for GB here. Thompson, who made that break, looking for another one here. Good tackle this time from Miller. She then gets to her feet. Still on for Great Britain. Half break from Torley. big moment in the quarterfinal. This, they've got a penalty. Setafano has to leave it alone. Here they go. Powell goes again. Kaylee Powell flicks it out the back. Still on for Great Britain, and they will score. Ellie Boatman has the try. Great Britain back in it. Who knows what they can do here?
We had a first quarterfinal that kept us on our toes until the very end. This one looking like it's going the same way. Decided to fight back towards the outside. I kind of thought rather try hit it up the middle, set it up from there, and then work it to the outside. But a try is a try at the end of the Ellie Boatman. You're so happy to be able to get that one as well.
Time back on, please.
So we got a conversion attempt here from the captain, Ren. Hasn't made it. Tyler King is down on the floor here. She looks in a bit of distress as well. There you go, banging the floor. Looks like she might have hurt her right ankle. Seen a few injuries this weekend across teams. There's obviously some big pinnacle events coming our way this season. Olympics no less in July. But we've got a game on here.
Thank you.
So Great Britain are safe. They will go to Madrid in the top 8. That won't change now because Japan lost their quarterfinal earlier and Brazil didn't make the cup quarterfinal. So that will be your top 8 for the series title and the women's draw in Madrid in the final round of the season. Emma Uran, the captain of this GB team. They really feel they could pull off a shock here. Just 7 points the difference. Look at these kids, aren't they great?
Oh, they came out on this Saturday. Come and enjoy it with us, starting the love for rugby sevens at a very young age, and what a better party to come to than the one right here at the National Stadium in Singapore.
Okay, while we've got a delay here, we can go sideline and speak to Great Britain player Jasmine Joyce. Jazz, thanks so much for your time. Well, that try has well and truly got you back into this quarterfinal.
Yes, absolutely. Girls just need to stick on it. We're 12-5 in it. We're absolutely in this game.
What's it going to take to make the most of this opportunity? 7 points down. What do the girls need to do here?
Get the ball to the edges. I think Rona's fresh, so absolutely get the ball to Rona. In a bit of space and she's gone.
And how have you enjoyed being back on the circuit? Obviously went back to Wales for the Six Nations.
Yeah, absolutely loved being back with 15s, but absolutely loving being back on the circuit in sevens.
Foot race here, your captain's tracking down Georgia Miller. Georgia Miller just gets past Emma Uran and scores for New Zealand to extend their lead. Thanks, Jazz, appreciate you joining us. We'll let you get back to watching it from the sideline.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, not a woman of many words, but someone that doesn't need much words to be able to show us exactly how much playing in cup quarterfinals mean to her. Georgia Miller, solo effort, got a good step, good footwork, got around her defense, tracked back by Emma Uran, but just too strong. You can see tackle fight, working hard, had a little bit of work to do a meter before the line.
So Teresa Setafano doing the goal kicking there. That's because Tyler King's gone off the field. She did wave to the crowd as she left on the buggy. I take that as a good sign that it's perhaps not as serious as it might have been, that injury. We'll obviously wait and see. But that try to Georgia Miller has again changed the complex of this game.
I think it's also just for everyone back home to show that she's all right. Often families are quite nervous watching, especially if you've gone off on the cart as well, so just to be able to give a wave to say everything's okay, then everyone knows you think you're all right.
Yeah, and Tyler King's just so important to this New Zealand team. Restarts, playmaking, allows the likes of Portia Woodman-Wycliffe to show her attacking flair. She chases this restart from the captain.
You're on the ground, you can't dive on the ball.
Another decision goes Great Britain's way. Sheckles has it. Runs into contact. Felix Hotham puts her on the deck eventually. Verona Lloyd's out there on the field, and here's Lauren Torley. I mentioned her name before, but she was actually on the bench. She's Got some minutes now in this quarterfinal. 3 minutes to go. There's enough time here for Great Britain to find a way back. They put New Zealand under pressure in this quarterfinal. Can they make the most of it? Rona Lloyd changes direction. That ball's gone forward though. It was Michaela Blyde who got in the passing lane, and you just can't afford to make errors like that against New Zealand.
Yeah, the Black Ferns Sevens, you just look at how much they trust each other in defence. They're quite tight in the defensive areas. They know that GB will be looking for offloads, so they stay around where the ball is, really, really watching that ball to be able to potentially put some pressure as a pass goes away, gets in the passing lane, makes their hits when they need to make it, which is exactly why Jazz Joyce was saying get it to the edges and get it wide, so potentially looking for those 5, 7, 10-meter passes. Really test the defense of the Black Ferns, but this is great opportunity on the 15 outside the 22.
There's Manai Nuka at first receiver here, just in conversation with Rusi Porilane. See what they got cooking from this set piece. They got a penalty, in fact, so they can just slow things down now. Take the maximum 30 here.
Ball 10. Sorry.
Put one of their attacking moves into action. Portia Woodman-Wycliffe with some new ink on the left leg, and a celebration of her 250th trial time yesterday gets us back underway. Here's the captain, Pori Lane. Already a try in this game. That's gone forward from New Zealand, and another player's down.
Advantage over.
Shirei Kaka, I think, is the player on the floor. That did not look good because that was not a contact situation.
They can't play here because there's an injury, so she can't move the ball.
So despite the fact they're in the lead in this quarter-final, New Zealand, it could be a bittersweet victory if they indeed finish this off, because...
No, it just looked like the stud got stuck in the grass as she was trying to show us her silky stepping moves. Oh, may the 4th be with you. There it is. Happy to be here. Then we'd go fetch one of them out of the crowd to go drop the ball off. Traveling so far and wide to be able to come and bring us entertainment. We've been thoroughly entertained. Shirei Kaka making her way to her feet, but yeah, it doesn't look good. She doesn't look happy. Still got a smile on her face though.
It's going to be strong white because they couldn't play this way.
I think she might well be covering up the reality of that situation, though. It doesn't look good for her. We wish her all the best, of course. We'll wait and see. She'll get a scan on that and see what comes back. But gee, Tyler King and Shirei Kaka
time on. Crouch.
In one game for the Black Ferns. So Great Britain feed the scrum. 1:40 to go. 17-5. Kaylee Powell, a Welshwoman. She was away with the Six Nations. She's been brought back into the GB Sevens team. Shekels gets it away. Almost ran into Simon, our handheld cameraman down there on the near side. Got up close and personal. Here's Carlton. Wilson Hardy. It's a loose ball behind Rona Lloyd. In fact, it's Torley. And Lloyd goes in to help her out. Shekels is there. They got another penalty here. Time's ticking away for Great Britain. But perhaps they can think in the back of their minds, Layla, despite the fact that they might not be able to get past New Zealand here. 17-5, a minute to go. They do know they're going to be a core nation on the series next year, and that's massive.
Yeah, that is massive, and unfortunately errors like that's not going to help. But you've got someone like Rona Lloyd that's chasing after a loose ball that didn't go out after penalty. But maybe just a little too late. 12 points in it.
Woodman-Wycliffe drives through the tackle of Shona Campbell. Cal comes in to finish her off. Big numbers for the Black Ferns. Here they go, looking to seal the deal here. And it'll be their captain, their leader, who has all the mana in this Black Ferns outfit. And she's got the try-scoring ability to ensure that New Zealand, despite their injuries in this game, will be playing semi-final rugby in Singapore.
Yeah, that was came off the kick that didn't go out. Ball left on the ground, been able to pick up, and then they kind of just recycle it and they get it through the hands. There was a 3-on-1 on the outside. Reese Parry Lane with the fake to the outside, so left I think it was Thompson who was out in the fringes, thinking about where she wanted to go and then accelerated into space.
So Stacey Walker's still smiling, but there are concerns for the New Zealand team with the injuries to Tyler King and Sheree Kaka, but they are into the semi-finals. They will be playing Fiji tomorrow for a place in another HSBC Sevens Cup final.